channel. This week we're going to be talking about being assertive and why it's so important to be assertive. Okay, so I just wanted to get something off my chest. Lately, you probably realised right now that I look quite different to the way that I do in all of my other videos is because I just had a shower and I just finished work and I am wearing no makeup. And the reason why I am wearing no makeup and don't have my hair done or anything like that today is because I have been feeling, around making my YouTube videos, I've been feeling very anxious and stressed about it because I'm like, shit, you know, I have to do my hair and I have to do my makeup and I have to do that and this and that and this and that. And I had a bit of an epiphany today and I realized that all of that stuff, it's not really that important. Like, you can probably tell by now that I'm not a beauty blogger, so I'm not here to, you know, look amazing. My message and what I'm trying to get across is way more important. So that's why I decided, like, V, who are you trying to impress? Like, this is what I look like all the time. Like, I'm not the type of person that wears makeup. I get around every day in no makeup and, like, the daggiest clothes ever. And that's just who I am. And I want to be real with you guys and show you the real me. So this is her. Okay, also, in case you missed it on my last video, a bit of a life update for me. I quit my job, so my last day is literally in a week's time, next Friday, and yeah, Sean and I are going to New Zealand, Wellington for 4 months, and it's going to be so much fun. I'm so excited. It's going to be bloody cold though, so I'm really going to need to get a good jacket. But anyway, yeah, that's the life update. Alright, so let's get down to business. Today I wanted to talk about being assertive because I think it's very, very important. I am very bad at being assertive and it's really something that I've been trying to work on lately. So basically, being assertive means that you're able to get your point across and stand up for yourself and what you believe in while still being respectful of others. I honestly believe that there is always a way to get your point across kindly and respectfully. So being assertive is actually a really important part of self-love and self-care, because being assertive means that your needs and your wants are going to be taken care of, which is super important because you always need to look out for yourself, guys, and look out for number one, because just like if you're on an airplane and they say if it goes down, you've got to put your oxygen mask on before you put anyone else's on, it's the same with life. You've got to make sure that your needs and wants are taken care of before you can be of any use to the world. So yeah, guys, being assertive and making sure that your needs and wants are taken care of is just so super important. Okay, now my first issue with why I have trouble with being assertive with things is because I don't want to make anyone feel uncomfortable. I hate feeling awkward with the fire of 1,000 suns. I hate feeling awkward, and I feel like any sort of, like, if I tell someone like, oh, you know, you got me the wrong food or whatever in a restaurant, I just feel like I'm making them so uncomfortable, and then I feel uncomfortable, and then yeah, it's just a whole big thing. Okay, so in the instance of the waiter in the restaurant that, for example, makes a mistake, or they bring you the wrong food, or it's not cooked well, or whatever, you might think that you're making them uncomfortable for a few seconds, and yeah, you probably are, but if you really think about it, you're actually doing them a favor, because if I was a waiter and I made a mistake, I would just want someone to tell me so I could fix the mistake instead of them thinking I'm an idiot. So yeah, by being assertive in situations like that, it actually gives you a chance to really actually help that person out and do them a favor, and yeah, stop them from looking silly in front of other people. Also, if you tell them that they're making a mistake in a nice way, they're able to rectify that mistake before they make it for someone, you know, for someone horrible. Like, for example, if I made a mistake, like I bring someone the wrong food or whatever, and someone told me, or I was doing something wrong and someone told me, then I'm like, yes, thank God I heard it from someone kind instead of someone horrible coming along and berating me for it. So yeah, framing assertiveness in the light of that you're actually helping someone can really help you get your point across nicely and respectfully, and yeah, stand up for yourself. Right, so being assertive does not only mean being assertive to other people and standing up for yourself with other people, I actually also think that being assertive with yourself is really, really important, and it's probably why I'm such a bad procrastinator, because if I'm not very assertive with myself, if I'm watching a Netflix series, I'm like, yeah, one more episode, sure. I'm not very good at having that assertiveness to say to myself, hang on, no, come on, B, like you need to do this or you need to do that. So yeah, being assertive is also really important for yourself and yeah, getting things done. Right, another thing with being assertive, guys, is literally you need to pick your battles. All right. I don't think it's logical or feasible or reasonable to think that you can be assertive in every single situation and that's just how it is, because you and I both know that sometimes in life you'll never get your own way, and that's fine, and you just have to accept it, and that's okay. All right. So, for example, this happens to me all the time. If you go to the KFC and you ask them for extra seasoning on the chips, you go through the drive-through, get out the driveway, you're eating your chips, and they don't have extra seasoning, just drop it, okay? That's not a good time to be assertive. Maybe if you're actually dining in at KFC, yes, like go up to the counter and be like, hey, excuse me, can I please have some extra seasoning? You forgot. But yeah, guys, pick your battles, because I feel like if you're being assertive too often about stuff that doesn't matter, like you're not doing anyone any favors, including yourself. And yeah, I guess it is a fine line to balance, but yeah, you'll know. You just need to practice. Just practice being assertive and you'll get a lot better at it. So when it comes to being assertive, guys, another thing that I think is super, super, super important if you're not the type of person that's naturally assertive is to be kind to yourself and be patient, because being assertive is a skill that needs to be practiced, and that can be learnt, and also it's just like a muscle that needs to be flexed. So yeah, be kind to yourself, because you cannot expect to just flick a switch and overnight be like super out there and confident and assertive, because it just doesn't work like that. So yeah, be patient and it will pay off. Okay, so I also wanted to mention, guys, if you're being assertive, chances are you're going to rub someone up the wrong way at some point, and that's fine, because as long as you know in your heart that you've done the right thing and you've tried to say it as kindly as possible, and they want to get upset about it, that's their issue. That's not your burden to carry. Okay, so you can't control what other people are going to do or how they're going to react to situations. You can only control how you are going to approach the situation. Alright, so yeah, you might ruffle a few feathers, but believe me when I say standing up for yourself and being assertive and feeling that unpleasantness when someone doesn't take it very well is way, way better than getting walked all over. Okay, so that's all I have on being assertive, guys. I hope you got something out of it. And it's time for this week's recommendation, which I'm so excited to share with you guys. It is a book that I have just started reading. It's only just come out, and it's by Peter Kelly. I've mentioned her before. I think it was last week. She did a podcast with Melissa Ambrosini. But yes, this week's recommendation is not a podcast. It is, in fact, Peter Kelly's book. It's called Earth is Hiring, and basically it's just a book that, it is a book that educates you on how to find your purpose, find your calling, and be successful, how to give back to communities. And yeah, I'm really not doing it justice by what I'm telling you, but please, guys, check it out, because I've only read maybe a third of the way through the book, but I am loving it. I have cried, I have laughed, and also it talks about millennials, and as a millennial myself, I feel like we always get a bad rap. I'm so friggin' sick to death of people saying, oh, millennials are always on their phones and like they've got an attitude and they've got this and they've got that. And Peter Kelly actually addresses that really, really well, and she's just awesome, guys, and just check out the book. I'm not doing it much justice, but I'll link to it in the show notes. Just read even the description, or I actually have it on Audible as well, which means that I can listen to it while I'm doing other things. You know how much I like to do that. And yeah, even just listen to the sample and you'll be super, super inspired. Alright, so that's it for this week, guys. I hope you really liked my video, and if you did, let me know, or let someone else know so that they can hopefully get something out of it as well. I just wanted to let you know I'm thinking of actually doing videos twice a week. So I'll do like a main one like this, and then some other kind of video, maybe a review of a natural beauty product or something like that. But yeah, so you can hear more from me. So yeah, guys, please like this video and subscribe if you enjoyed it. And let me know if you have any feedback. And that's about it. Thank you, guys, and I will see you next week.